The crazy thing about doing hard things is that once you come out of it, you always feel better about it. You always feel better about overcoming the things that you thought you never would. Facing things that seem so terrible at the time. And then you realize, like, man, I needed that. I needed to go through that because it made me a better person. And even, if nothing else, it taught me a lesson that I'll never be able to forget. For better or for worse.
Hey, what's going on, man? This is Will Z to Will Speak Up Z. You're not tuned into the episode of Speak Up Z, the podcast, man. The podcast where we talk about real things with real people. Man, welcome back to another series, man, where I'm traveling and I'm going to kind of just drop some random gems throughout my day, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm finna get this workout in, man. We got full body today, full body and some cardio. Finna start on the Peloton and get warmed up. Then we got some kettlebell stuff. We're going to do some dumbbell stuff. We're going to do some core stuff. And we're going to get it in like that, man. Then we'll get dressed, and then I'll probably come back with some more after I get my clothes on, let y'all see what I got on for the day. But yeah, man, the first thing that's really been on my mind when it comes to just a message is, you know, I was at church yesterday, man, and the message was so profound. And something that's like that you already kind of know, but sometimes you need that reinforcement and that reminder that, man, your talent and how gifted you are, it's never going to be enough. Because if you don't treat people right and you don't value and nurture your relationships and you always live below your potential because you think your talent is enough, you'll never get to where it is that you're supposed to go. You'll never be able to do the things that God intended for you to do. And if you leave this earth and you never even scratch the surface, you have to start asking yourself, man, was it even a life worth living? Now, of course, your life has meaning. Of course, your life is worth living. But it's like, man, if I spent X amount of years here and I never even scratched the surface of what God intended for my life, because I thought that me being talented and me being gifted and me being a great speaker and me being a great writer and me having a gifted gab, I thought that was enough. I thought that would take me to the places that I wanted to go. But you soon to realize that, man, maybe I'm the reason I'm not going where I want to go when I keep feeling like I'm in this stagnant and stuck place. It's nobody else's fault but my own. I can blame other people if I want to. I can try to say it's their fault, but in reality, is it? Probably not. And I think something directly connected to that is how I'm kind of feeling today, man. I didn't want to come work out today, but a lot of times we don't want to do the things that we know we need to do because we think, again, our talent and our expertise is going to be enough to get us over the finish line. But what sometimes the only thing that can get you over is doing things even when you don't feel like doing. What if sometimes hard work really is going to have to be the thing that outworks your talent? What if sometimes doing the uncomfortable and unbearable things really is going to put you over the top for the person that may be overqualified than you? You know, just stuff like that, man. And it make you realize, like, I got so much work to do. I have so much further to go. Yeah, I'm gifted. Yeah, I'm talented. Yeah, I've been blessed to be able to do these things, but that isn't enough. You still got to get up and bust your ass no matter how talented you think you are. Or else you'll look up in 10, 15, 20 years and wonder why you're not where you want to be. And again, it's nobody's fault but your own. And it's real. So let me get this work. I'm going to get this work in. I'm going to be on this Peloton, man. And we're going to start our day. And I'll be back with an update for y'all, man. Probably after this, or maybe midway through this workout, I'll come back and do some more, whatever. We'll see. But yeah, man, I love y'all. Peace. That's a word within itself that I just got from being in this workout room. I told y'all I was finna get on the Peloton. The Peloton don't work. The internet connection is not there. It's not connected to the right source. And when I was putting my workout plan together to come in here, I knew that I had limited supplies, limited things of what I was accustomed to when it comes to my workouts. And I'm not gonna lie, part of me wants to use that as an excuse as to why I can't get in here and get it in. But then you start to realize something. It's kind of like in life. You may be in a certain position or in a certain environment where you may feel like you don't have everything that you need. But then God always seems to come up and remind you at the right time that you may feel like you're lacking something or everything isn't there, or that you might really wish you had this thing to truly feel comfortable in what it is that you're doing. But God said, in order for me to take you where I'm going to take you, you're not always going to be comfortable. You're not always going to have everything that you need, or everything that you want, rather. But he always seems to make sure you have everything that you need. You may not have everything you want. It may not be perfect. You may not feel like you're well equipped. But when you look around you and you start to get creative, and you start to really sit with yourself and think about everything that you then came from. Yeah, it might not be everything that you want, but man, God has blessed you with everything that you need. It's just it's on us to see the vision and figure out how to make it useful for our life and what our overall goal is. And that's living a happy and healthy and whole life. And you got everything that you need.
Damn, this light look good. Why didn't I start recording here from the beginning? I done said so much good stuff already, but it's all good. It's all good. But I just finished doing my first set of lunges, and y'all, lunges, burpees, I hate them too. But I think it go back to what we was just talking about when you talk about your talent ain't enough. And I think another thing that epitomizes that statement is having to do the things you don't want to do. And understanding that once you're able to master and get over having to do the things you don't want to do, and you do them anyway, and you do them at a high level, even though it's uncomfortable, it doesn't make you happy. I think that's ultimately how you get to everything you do want to do, and going to the places you want to go, and being able to connect with the people you want to connect with is going through the mess. Again, going through the pain, like we talked about earlier on the treadmill, it's going through them things, man, and understanding, yeah, it sucks. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it's life. But the sooner we go ahead and get it over with, and doing with intentionality and with effort, and taking pride in it, and everything changes for the better. And that's real. Man, you know when you want to quit the most too? Is when that pain starts setting in on you. When that frustration starts setting in on you, you start being like, shit, is this really worth it? Do I even want this as bad as I said I did? It's okay to give up, right? Like, you start asking yourself all these self-doubt questions, man. Just questioning yourself. And I'm realizing the difference is those questions are always going to creep in your mind because we're human beings. We're imperfect. But when even those things are creeping in your mind, the switch happens, the change happens in our life is when we finally start saying, yeah, all of those things are true. I am doubting myself. I am afraid. I don't think this is going to work. I do want to quit. This does suck. I don't want to go through with this. All that's going through your head, yeah, that's true. But when you decide that, man, the life I want to live, the things that I want, the things I'm trying to obtain in my life, the things I want to provide for my family, the things I always said that I would have on the other side of all those things that are creeping through my mind. And if I can just make it through that, then everything else will be okay. So I pray that you get that. And you don't stop when a little bit of burn starts to happen, when a little bit of pain starts to settle in, when a little bit of doubt starts to settle in, that you don't give up right there. Might as well get through the other side of it. You already started. Why not? You know? All right, man. Workout complete. I had to skip a few things, though, for the sake of time. I got a few other things I need to do. But The crazy thing about doing hard things is that once you come out of it, you always feel better about it. You always feel better about overcoming the things that you thought you never would. Facing things that seem so terrible at the time. And then you realize, like, man, I needed that. I needed to go through that because it made me a better person. And even, if nothing else, it taught me a lesson that I'll never be able to forget. For better or for worse. And so, yeah, man, that's going to conclude this first part of the video. I'm going to go get cleaned up. Do a few pictures, man. Probably do a few more clips. Make this a well-rounded video. I might make this part 1 and then do like a part 2 for another day. But we'll see. I'm gonna conclude it right here. I hope I said some gems in between my workout that spoke to your life and helped you. I know how much I love y'all, man. But until next time, man, I love y'all. Peace.
Hey, what's up? This is Will Z Tidwell with Speak Up Z. And I just want to take a quick second just to thank you for tuning in to this latest episode of Speak Up Z, the podcast. And my only goal with this platform is to motivate you, inspire you, and educate you around all things life, business, and mental health, whether it's myself or me bringing on a special guest. So I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. We don't ask for any type of monetary gains or anything like that. The best thing you could do for us is just like and subscribe to the channel. Until next week, we'll see y'all later. Peace.